Hey, good afternoon. I would like to call the meeting of the Planning Commission to order at 6:02 PM. Planning Commission Secretary, may we have a roll call, please?
Certainly. Commissioner Carvajal?
Here.
Commissioner Flores?
Present.
Commissioner Jimenez?
Here.
Vice Chair Mora?
Here.
Chair Ayala?
Here.
Everyone present.
I would like to call on Commissioner Jimenez to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Great, thank you. Please stand. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
This section is intended to allow all officials the opportunity to reveal any disclosures regarding site visits or ex parte communications about public hearings. Are there any ex parte communications?
None, Mr. Chair.
I have none.
I have none. None.
Perfect. At this time, the general public may address a planning commission on both agenda and non-public hearing agendas. Comments relating to public hearing items will be heard during the public hearing. Please be aware that the maximum time allotted for members of the public to speak shall not exceed 3 minutes per speaker. State law prohibits the planning commission from taking action or entertaining extended discussion on a topic not listed on the agenda. Please show courtesy to others and direct all of your comments to the chairperson. Planning Commission Secretary, do we have any members of the public present to wish to speak today?
We do have someone present, but they will be speaking on item 1.
And that will be a continuation of the previous meeting, correct?
Yes.
And we'll keep it as so, with no new presentations, just a continuation from it. Okay, I will now close the public comment and move on to the next item. So item 1, public hearing, conditional use permit case number 847 to allow a food processing facility that includes fish and meat at 13181 Flores Street within the M2 zone, heavy manufacturing, and adopt a notice of exemption under CEQA, section 15301, existing facilities. Staff recommends continuing this matter of the meeting of July 15th, 2024. The public hearing is now open at 6:05. If anyone wishes to speak to the continuance only, please approach the podium. No? Okay. I'm waiting.
It will remain open, so she'll speak at the next meeting.
Got it. Okay. All right, so is there a motion to continue this item to the July 15th Planning Commission meeting?
I'll move.
Second.
Thank you. Planning Commission Secretary, roll call to vote, please.
Commissioner Carvajal?
Aye.
Commissioner Flores?
Aye.
Commissioner Jimenez?
Aye.
Vice Chair Mora?
Aye.
Chair Ayala?
Aye.
Passes 5-0.
Okay, this item has been continued to July 15, 2024 Planning Commission meeting. Okay. Item number 2, public hearing development plan approval case number 970 and modification permit case 1358 to construct a new approximately 4,947 square feet masonry industrial building and to reduce the required front yard setback by 16 feet along Freeman Avenue. I now call upon Senior Planner Vince Velasco to provide a presentation.
Good evening, Commissioners. I'm presenting this item on behalf of Associate Planner Claudia Jimenez, who had to leave early today. So I will deliver this presentation on her behalf. So the two items before you tonight are development plan approval, case number 970, and modification permit, case number 1358. The property is located at 10001 Freeman Avenue within the M2 heavy manufacturing zone, and the applicant is Tall Properties. You can see the subject property on the screen in front of you. The subject site has the general plan land use designation of industrial, and again, the zoning is M2 heavy manufacturing. The project site is approximately 0.713 acres and is currently vacant or otherwise undeveloped. The development plan approval request is to construct a new 4,947 square foot masonry industrial building, and the modification permit request is to reduce the required front yard setback by 16 feet along Freeman Avenue. Here is a representation of the site plan with the proposed 4,947 square foot building, including approximately 433 square feet of office space on the first floor, approximately 797 square feet of office mezzanine on the second floor, and then approximately 3,717 square feet designated for warehouse. The zoning code requires 10 parking spaces, and the applicant has provided all 10. There are 2 driveways proposed along Freeman Avenue. There are also 3 loading doors along the rear of the building, or otherwise the, let's say, west side of the building. The zoning code requires 1,890 square feet of landscaped area, and the applicant is providing 2,712 square feet, and therefore exceeding the zoning requirements for landscaping. It should be noted that there is a Southern California Edison easement along the center of the property. If I can zoom in here, and that should be noted as it does impact the overall development, and the building was designed to not impact that easement. This is a rendering of what the building will look like once it's completed. As you'll notice, there is articulation in the building mass, the variations in materials and color and height. For CEQA, staff finds that the project is categorically exempt pursuant to section 15332, class 32, which is infill. And as such, staff will file a notice of exemption if the Planning Commission agrees. All property owners within 500 feet were mailed the public hearing notice on May 30th. It was also posted in City Hall, Town Center Hall, and the City Library, and was published on May 30th as well. And to date, we have no comments or inquiries that were received. For your consideration on this project, it should be noted that the project meets the criteria set forth in section 155.739 of the zoning ordinance for granting a development plan approval. Also, the project involves the construction of a new and attractive industrial building on a site that is currently vacant. And lastly, the design of the new masonry industrial building provides a high-quality architectural design as demonstrated by glazing and, again, variations in the mass, materials, and the color. Now, for your consideration of the modification permit request, the city's zoning ordinance has a requirement that the building be set back at what we call a 1-to-1 ratio. So we look at the overall height of the building, and that overall height should dictate the complete setback of the building. Now, although this building won't be set back a total of 36 feet, we're highlighting here that all portions thereof of the building are set back at a 1-to-1 ratio. For example, this portion here is 20 feet. This front portion is set back a total of 20 feet. The 36 feet in height and portion thereof is set back a total of 36 feet. So again, it's not a complete 1-to-1 ratio at a complete setback to building height, but the applicant has provided a one-to-one on each articulation of the building. And as such, staff recommends that the Planning Commission find that the project is category exempt pursuant to Class 32 of CEQA, approved DPA case number 970, and mod case number 1358, subject to the conditions as stated in the attached resolution, and finally to adopt resolution number 266-2024, which incorporates the Planning Commission's findings and actions regarding this matter. If you have any questions, I can try to answer them for you, and I believe the applicant is also in the audience to answer any questions.
Thank you for that, Vince. Do any of the commissioners have any questions on this item for the planning staff?
None.
Perfect. Okay. The public hearing is now open at 6:13 PM. I call upon the applicants. If they wish to speak, please approach the podium.
I'd like to thank the City of Santa Fe Springs. My name is John Cataldo. My architectural firm has been practicing here for probably 40 years. There's many buildings that have my name on it. Very proud to be here, and I believe staff did a wonderful job, and I want to thank you. We've read the conditions, we accept them, and once again, thank you.
And I'm so sorry, for the record, can you state your name and residence, please?
John Cataldo. It's Cataldo, and we are at 835 Mission Street in South Pasadena.
Thank you. Any of the commissioners have any other questions for the applicants?
None? Nice building.
And is there anyone else in the audience wishing to speak on this matter? Nope. Sounds good. All right. Well, seeing that there's no other speakers, the public hearing is now closed at 6:15 PM. This is now the time for deliberation by the commissioners. Is there a motion to adopt resolution number 266-2024, which incorporates the Planning Commission's findings and actions regarding this matter?
I move.
Second.
Thank you. Planning Commission Secretary, roll call to vote, please.
Certainly. Commissioner Carbajal?
Aye.
Commissioner Flores?
Aye.
Commissioner Jimenez?
Aye.
Vice Chair Mora?
Aye.
Chair Ayala?
Aye.
Passes 5-0.
So ordered. There's a 14-day appeal period for anyone wishing to appeal this matter. Item number 3. All matters listed under the consent calendar are considered to be routine. Any items a planning commissioner wishes to discuss should be designated at this time. All other items may be approved in a single motion. Such approval will also waive the reading of any ordinance. For consent item numbers 3, is there a motion and a second for the approval for this consent item?
I move.
I'll second.
Planning Commission Secretary, roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Carbajal?
Aye.
Commissioner Flores?
Aye.
Commissioner Jimenez?
Aye.
Vice Chair Mora?
Aye.
Chair Ayala?
Aye.
Passes 5-0.
So ordered. There's a 14-day appeal period for anyone wishing to appeal on this matter. Okay. Do any of the commissioners have any comments or something to report on?
Women's Club is currently selling fashion show tickets for $35. It's going to be in July. If anybody's interested, I know Planning Commission always helps. But, I just want to let you know. And then also at the end of May, I was hospitalized for a week. I'm doing good. I'm on the mend, thank you, Jesus. And with the help of my family and friends, I know I'll be much better. Thank you.
Just a reminder, the lunches at the park start, I believe, this week. So please share that message. I know there's going to be a lot of kids out for summer break that might not be able to have a meal, and the parks are a perfect place as they are going to be providing lunches for everyone. So,
Prayers for Francis. Get better.
does staff have any announcements?
Yes, I have a few items to announce. So with regards to the upcoming July Planning Commission meeting, just want to kind of highlight and give you a heads up that it will be an impacted meeting. We'll have quite a number of reports to you. At the moment, we have tentatively 7 public hearing items, 2 consent items, and 1 new business. So full agenda if it all comes to fruition. And that doesn't include the continued item. Secondly, you may know that we received a formal application for 2 buildings on the interior portion of Telegraph and Bloomfield. It's going through review at the moment. The environmental consultant has determined that the project requires the EIR, so that is being prepared. They have prepared a notice of preparation and a scoping meeting. Right now, the EIR is being drafted. Just want to give you a heads up that you'll have also a fairly thick document coming your way pretty soon to review in terms of an administrative draft. We like to generally provide that to you, as you know, before the meeting so that you'll have plenty of time to review it as opposed to the 72-hour period that you normally get with reports. And lastly, happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
Yeah.
It's this Sunday. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Also, happy Father's Day to all the fathers as well. And just want to remind you that Parks and Recreation will be having their Independence Day Festival on July 3rd.
So I think that is it. Yes.
There is a Get Acquainted Cookout this week on June 14th from 5 to 8 p.m. at your local parks. So go out there and meet everybody.
Thank you for that reminder. Yes, I know that Parks and Recs is working really hard at putting this together. And it's really nice to, when we're out there, to see each other supporting the community. So thank you for the reminder. All right. So with that being said, this meeting is now adjourned at 6:20. The next meeting of the Planning Commission is set for July 15th, 2024 at 6 p.m.